Hello, everybody. Welcome to my. It's gonna be like a combo review predictions video. I um I am behind. I have not seen episode 10 yet, so this is just gonna be a review for episode 9 and just sort of my thoughts on what I'm expecting from episode 10. I've already heard some things, so not too gonna go into too much detail. I just have had a kind of busy week, so I didn't get around to my review for the mid-season premiere, which I thought was great. I'm just gonna flat out, I'll give it a 10. I'll give it a 10 out of 10, just because it had action. It picked up right where we left off after Jesus' death. It had the development, a lot with Negan. We got to see him. So I'm gonna do this the way I've been doing it. I don't have notes. I'm just going from my memory. And it's just going to be a quick overview of what I thought. So, yes, the episode opens with them still fighting at the cemetery. They get away, kill some whisperers, block the gate. One opens the gate, and they get back to Hilltop. Everybody's shocked that what happened to Jesus, but simultaneously, Alden and Luke go out to look for Magna, Yumiko, Daryl, Jesus, Eugene, Michonne. Everybody who went out looking for Eugene, a second party went out looking for them. And I think others too, if I'm not mistaken. But, so, they get back with Jesus. Tara's basically in charge now by default. Maggie was in charge, Maggie left. Jesus was in charge, now he's dead. And people are looking to Tara like, what are we going to do? They end up. This is one of my favorite moments of the episode. It's that when they find the walkers on the bridge, Daryl is shooting them in the legs to see if they're a whisperer or if they're a walker. So hits one, it's a walker because it keeps coming. He hits another one, it's a whisperer, screams, draws the walkers towards it, and they devour him. So that was extremely cool, very, very badass moment by Daryl. Michonne dispatches another, and then they capture this little girl, Lydia, take her back to Hilltop, and so begins that portion of the Whisperer's story arc. At this point, we have yet to meet Alpha, though we will in the end of the episode. You don't know that's her name at that point, but that is Alpha at the very end of the episode. But before I get to that, I want to discuss some of the Negan stuff. So Negan takes Glenn's pocket watch. He's basically wearing Rick's shirt, it looks like. He sneaking out. Was the pocket watch? No, it was a compass. I think. I'm pretty sure it was. No, you know what? I'm confusing myself. So he takes that. Judith basically lets him go after he's like, "You saw it, you didn't see me," etc., etc. And after that, he kills some walkers. He's still like kind of in shock because he's been in the cell for years. So he kills some walkers. He loses his supply, so he drinks disgusting water. Makes him sick. He goes to this clearing, which is the exact same clearing where he killed Glenn and Abraham. And he's kneeling down and vomiting. So it's just sort of coming full circle. He's on his knees where he had Rick and the group on their knees. So I thought that was very well done. I did not notice it immediately, but upon second viewing and seeing people talking about it, it is in fact the same place. So he's on his little journey. He gets to his clothing store. No walkers inside. He gets a new jacket. Now he has a pipe. Yes, he has a pipe now. He went from a shovel. Now he has a pipe. He's finding things that resemble Lucille. But a pack of wild dogs come. He jumps up, hides from them. He runs away. He gets out. There's a walker, and he throws it in with the dogs. Hopefully, dogs are able to take down the walker. We've seen animals take down walkers before. Shiva did it. She died, but I'm just going to leave that one up to the imagination. And then Negan makes it to the sanctuary. He starts to fix it up. I don't know, what was his name? Big Richie? Big Richie, somebody, one of the saviors, is a walker. Yeah, that Negan eventually dispatches the walkers and leaves after realizing that it's not home. He gets a motorcycle and skedaddles on his way back to Alexandria. Judith shoots at him, misses, believe on purpose. And Negan says he's going back to Alexandria. He got a good look out there. And that's it. He's like, I'm done, there's nothing there for me. And then he goes to... No, he doesn't go anywhere. He goes back to Alexandria. Alden and Luke, two-man band, two-hand Luke. I almost forgot that guy's name, but it came back to me. Luke. Luke and Alden are following this trail of what Luke knows are Yumiko's arrows because they're made specifically, and he knows the way she made them. One, I believe, had bullet casings as the tip. Maybe multiple arrows had that. I'm not sure. But, so they do that. They're following it, and they come across a walker, what they think is a walker. But then it abruptly stops. And they realize something's fishy, and then there's a bunch of them. And then we see Alpha emerging with her double barrel signature weapon from the comics, which I had actually forgotten that she used a double barrel in the comics. Because I'm so used to the hand-to-hand combat with the Whisperers and their sneakiness and their bladed weapons. They conceal them. They have these little sheaths on under their, I guess their wardrobe, whatever they wear, so that they can conceal them and just pull them out when they need to. And Alpha has this badass double barrel shotgun. The trail ends here. So Alden and Luke are now captured. So Alpha's gonna want Lydia back. I'm assuming they're gonna try and make some kind of exchange, but Alpha's probably gonna want more than just Lydia. She's probably gonna want more people, given they lost people, but they killed Jesus, and the whole thing is going to be a gigantic mess. And it's going to be a war. It's going to be another war, but this is a different kind of war than. This isn't so straight and narrow compared to with Negan, the governor. It's not like a battle type war. It is and it isn't. It's different. That's for sure. But top 5 moments. 5 is 5 is Judith shooting at Negan. That was pretty badass. 4 is Negan sort of olaying the zombie, basically throwing it after it jumps on him. 3 is going to be Daryl, and then basically spying on Henry, talking to Lydia, that whole interrogation, the psycho. Yes, it wasn't confirmed this episode that they were spying on him, but we know they were spying on him. It was in the sneak peek. I'm just because they were doing it. He was let out in the end of the episode, so that just shows that they were listening. Because right when he said that, there they are, and Daryl wasn't like, "All right, kid, you're out." He had an attitude about it, so that kind of gave that away to me that they were spying on him. 2 is going to be the escape from the cemetery, and 1 is Daryl trying to figure out which ones were Whisperers and which ones were Walkers. Again, I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10. Walker kill of the week. I'm going to give it to Luke. He may have fumbled with that Walker that was kind of stuck to the other Walker, but took one down, he kicked the other one. That was a pretty cool kill, so I'll give it to him. He's probably not going to get too many of those. He doesn't seem like he's too capable in the Walker department. Okay, that's all I got to say on the mid-season premiere. Excellent episode. Now shifting gears to episode 10, which I know is called Omega. And I know it details, part of it is going to be heavily detailed on Alpha's backstory, which is cool. We're not used to seeing that so early in the introduction. Usually we get that sprinkled in later on, once the villains are established. So this is different. I kind of like this, especially for people who don't know the Whisperers, like I do from the comics. They can kind of be introduced to who they are, where the leader came from, and all that early on in their introduction. Also, search party does find Alden and Luke's horses, and they're going to be a little bit worried, and they realize that they weren't eaten, they were cut up, basically. So they're going to have that issue to deal with. So it's going to the episode is primarily going to be between Alpha's backstory and the Hilltop. Don't think we'll see too much Negan since he got quite a bit of time in episode 9. We could see some Negan, but from what I've heard, I think it's pretty much going to be Hilltop and Alpha. Alright, so I'm hopefully planning on watching it tonight, and maybe I can get a video out tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have some things I gotta take care of, but I will try and get it out at some point this week. If not, even if it's just a quick my thoughts on the episode and that's it, it might come to that, but we'll see. But anyways, I'm looking forward to watching the episode whenever I do get to watch it. And like I said, I'll give you the review as well as the predictions for episode 11 when I get a chance. And I'm not gonna be posting any links in this except for the Facebook page, because this isn't a predictions and video really, and most of you have probably seen episode 10 already, so you don't need those. So I'm just gonna leave this one as is, and I'll call it a day. But future videos, when I do the predictions, they will be the usual format, review in the description, promo, sneak peeks, and all that. I just wanted to make sure I got this out today while I had a moment, because otherwise I'll get behind. But anyways, hope everybody's had a great New Year, holidays, all that, and Valentine's Day, and hope everybody's having a great week so far. Happy Monday. And really glad The Walking Dead is back and was renewed for season 10, so that is a plus. And yep, that's going to do it for this video. Until next time, have a good one. Deuces.